President Ferdinand R. Marcos said the government has to roll out a scholarship for students under Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics or STEM program. This comes following report that many IT graduates lack the tools and training required by the ICT industry. During this morning's cabinet meeting, Information and Communications Technology Secretary Ivan John Uy mentioned the shortfall in students taking up STEM courses. The president said a scholarship should be established to encourage more students to pursue the field. He also directed Uy to work with the industry player to determine their specific needs and address job mismatches. Meanwhile, the Department of Science and Technology is currently accepting applications for the 2023 undergraduate scholarship program. The deadline for application is on December 2 and the qualifying examination is on March 11 and 12 next year. The Bureau of Customs will work with the U.S. Department of Defense to enhance capability in handling weapons of mass destruction. Customs Commissioner Yogi Filemon Ruiz said representatives from the U.S. Defense Threat Reduction Agency expressed willingness to train BOC personnel in identifying, handling, and transporting dual goods before disposal. The team has visited the Manila International Container Port, the Port of Manila, and Ninoy Aquino International Airport to evaluate their capacity to perform assessments and dispose of weapons of mass destruction that are transiting through the country and the region. Several ports of northwest Mindanao experienced power interruptions after an improvised explosive device exploded and toppled a transmission line in Lanao del Norte. The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines said its Baloy Aurora 138 kilovolt transmission line tripped on Monday afternoon after a bomber damaged its tower in Barangay Bagong Bayan, Kauswagan, Lanao del Norte. The resulting outage affected the entire Zamboanga Peninsula, Zamboanga Sibugay, the entire Misamis Occidental, and parts of Lanao del Norte. Meanwhile, authorities said that an unidentified individual was also found at the area with fatal injuries. The NGCP said it is currently coordinating with the Armed Forces of the Philippines and local law enforcement to secure the area as they repair the tower. In news overseas, Rishi Sunak, former Chancellor of the Exchequer of the United Kingdom, will take over as the country's new Prime Minister. Sunak will replace Liz Truss after winning the ruling Conservative Party's leadership contest. He is the first person of Indian origin to become Prime Minister. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson withdrew from the contest on Sunday night, while Penny Mordaunt, leader of the House of Commons, failed to garner enough votes. Among his tasks is to prop an economy that is on the brink of recession due to issues such as the energy crisis, cost of living crisis, and runaway inflation. Truss resigned last Thursday after about 6 weeks in office amid criticisms over her failed management of the economy. Sunak is expected to meet King Charles III in Buckingham Palace to discuss the formation of a government. That's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We're also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radyo Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Stephanie Sevillano. We tell stories that inspire change.